Privyet! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is DB333 and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the New Order Last Days of Europe, as Svetlana Bukharina's Soviet Republic of Western Russia. In our last video, we ate up the mini guys right over here, and the West Russian party is now currently working on fucking killing us. Or they want to, at least. Whether that'll happen or not, I doubt it. Oh, there goes Bennett. Yeah, we're just kind of going down the rest of our tree. Having some fun. I think we'll do the Kazan Military Academy then, next, and then the Ministry of Revolutionary Defense. Probably, the New Northern Fleet after. Yeah. Kazan is home to one of 9 Suvorov schools that were created during the Bukharina era. These specialized boarding schools were intended to provide young men with a secondary military-focused education, and as such, many of the Red Army's officers started their careers in these schools. Ever since the unfortunate collapse of the Soviet Union, however, all the schools in Kazan have gone mostly unused. We shall renovate this building and reopen a new institution in its place, the Kazan Military Academy. Rather than being intended for secondary education, the new academy will be created with the express purpose of training new officers for the Red Army. Once Kazan's academy has been reestablished, we can begin creating the next generation of the Red Army's officer corps. And that works for me. 1969. How are these guys holding up? They're doing okay. I know, yeah, their coup attempt failed in Norway, so it looks like they might just give up on that. Which I hope they do for Norway's sake, because I don't like seeing Norway, end up like this. I want them to be okay, Should be enemy intelligence services. Or we can raise some additional reserves. I think we'll infiltrate their service. I think we'll let them attack into us. Because right now, I'm not worried about it. Okay, diplomacy has failed. The unification of Siberia through war has shifted from a possibility to a certainty. And undoubtedly, our foe to the east has begun their preparations as well. Academic base, we'll deal with that. Always good to improve that. You gotta worry about the kids. We gotta liquidate all of that, that illiteracy. Okay, the Ministry of Revolutionary Defense. With the expansion of our territory comes an unavoidable increase in the number of officers needed by the Red Army's general staff. This would not be much of an issue if not for the fact that the War Ministry is currently a chaotic mess, virtually unchanged from the days of the Komi Republic. The sorry state of affairs cannot be allowed to persist. The War Ministry must be reorganized from the ground up to better serve the needs of a considerably larger area of operations. With some extensive streamlining, it's believed that the chain of command will flow more smoothly. Generals will be able to receive any and all necessary information about combat readiness or the battlefield conditions at a moment's notice, enhancing their abilities to command our troops. Organic units, beautiful. Man, our debt is pretty fucked right now, I'm not gonna lie. Probably do air support. There's not much else we can do. Move these guys into good old Utka. Move some early fighters, okay. Some early strategic bombers, all right. Air superiority, close air support. We'll do a bit of pilot exercise. They're all rookies, but hopefully that'll change. Ministry of Revolutionary Defense. We're flexing on them. We're doing air exercises over their territory just to fuck with them. So Valentine will gain a trait. Which one's left? This guy. Okay. That's far from the worst thing, I guess. I wish we had a few more generals, perhaps. That might be nice, but I'm okay with this. Let's get some additional reserves. Why not? We might as well. Ministry of Revolutionary Defense. We'll do the New Northern Fleet. We were restricted to a landlocked status during the Komi Republic days, which meant there was little practical need for a naval force. The situation changed dramatically, however, with access to the sea secured by the critical port of Arkhangelsk. The time has come to reorganize the beginnings of a new Red Fleet. While the port is frozen over during the Winter War, it is nonetheless the most important port west of the Urals that still remains in Russian hands. Our Navy will be tasked with the protection of this port rather than large-scale naval actions against enemy fleets that do not have the capacity nor need to build a large armada of ships. We'll get 400 research bonus for ships. It's funny they say that. I guess escalate land reform. So we can't do much stability-wise. They're doing their checks and their balances. I feel bad I have to do this to old Boris, but here we are. Sergei Besonov? Which one is he again? Mother and Resurgent. I think he's the better one, right? Proletariat dictatorship forever. Maybe not. The New Northern Fleet. Fortunately, our area of Russia has been known for its strong naval traditions. This makes finding seamen for a new navy difficult, but moreover, it makes finding new officers and admirals next to impossible. We'll put a stop to that. Experienced fishermen, ex-Red Navy men, promising recruits that will make the nucleus of a new officer corps. We'll drill and have them read up on Nelson, Mahan, and Yamamoto. We won't have the best officer corps in the war, but we'll have the best we could with the circumstances, and that's all we can ask for. We may get the next Spiridov if we're lucky. We'll do enemy my enemy. Our enemy. In most ordinary circumstances, the OFN would be our greatest adversary. The U.S. has long established itself as a vanguard of predatory capitalism, staunchly opposed to a socialist cause, in every way imaginable. These are, however, not ordinary circumstances. The black tides of Hitlerism has watched over Europe, leaving only a path of death and destruction. Even the Soviet Union was not spared from the aggression of the fascists, and now our very heartland lies at their mercy. We will need allies if we are to overcome the threat, and the OFN are the only international alliance who share this goal. A message shall be sent to the OFN in good faith, requesting their diplomatic recognition. With luck, this agreement shall be the first step forward towards further cooperation, even if we are hesitant to work too closely with these capitalists. So, like I said, I'm waiting for them to declare the war. The ball is in their court. How's our economy? Fucking horrible. My God. Our interest rates dropped a little. Okay, I'll cut more civilian spending. I can't cut military spending because that would just be stupid because we're about to go into a war. We're not done with our fortifications anyway, so it's good that we're doing that now. There we go. Airland strikes. War on the horizon. The troops of the West Siberian Republic begin mass on our borders. With their fortified bunkers and military operations, a display of their intentions are clear. War will face our nation, and we must mobilize our troops quickly if we don't wish to be overwhelmed at the front. Their forces shall test our mettle, but we know better that their will shall break first, and our nation will triumph in the lands of Russia. The winner takes it all. The loser standing tall. There we go. We'll prepare for war in the Trans-Ural region. Our Air Force to move into Trans-Urals. We'll do better infantry equipment. Better get working on better anti-tank, actually. Because our anti-tank is kind of... We can begin the invasion, but I'll save on our power just because I know they're about to invade anyway. So we'll repurpose Soviet infrastructure. Anything else, I think I'm good on. Enemy of our enemy. Go ahead and do some solidarity in action. Soviet Union was once a bulwark of a global socialist cause, sponsoring their comrades from around the world no matter where they came from. Ever since the collapse, however, this mantle has gone unclaimed for nearly 2 decades. With the Soviet socialist government restored to West Russia, we must regain the initiative. The idea has floated of holding a conference in Rukov in the interest of fostering relations with socialist parties from across the globe and reaffirming our commitment to the international worker. Representatives from hundreds of countries would be invited to attend and discuss how to proceed with advancing our mutual goals. This conference will hopefully establish our government as a preeminent socialist power and a friend to the workers of the world. Yeah, that would be nice. And decrease our black market trading. Far Eastern Soviet Republic, declared war on the Central Siberian Republic. We'll see what goes on there. Looks like the Far Eastern might have the advantage. I'll return expatriates. How's our economy? Our production. We don't know, like, the economy system of TNO still needs some fixing. I think that's cutting room floor, which whenever that update comes out, is when they're gonna get more of the basic stuff figured out for it. For now, we'll work on some more infrastructure after this is figured out. I want to get everything at least up to 6. Infrastructure. Alright, there we go. Well, do you guys want to attack? Or should we make the incursions? Launcher of crossing fortified. U.S.-Japanese talks begin. We'll see what happens there, I guess. Begin the invasion. I think the invasion has already begun. New national focus. We'll go ahead. Do Aktomat Kalishnikova. The AK-47 is a truly remarkable battle rifle, capable of firing rifle charge cartridges at 600 rounds per minute, but Kalishnikov has also gained a legendary reputation for reliability. The rifle can survive a tremendous level of punishment, and is able to survive in even the hardiest of conditions without encountering any sort of problem. Top of this, it's easy to maintain and relatively simple to manufacture. Said you cannot improve perfection, but whoever coined that phrase has obviously never met a Russian weapons designer. We shall begin trials on new standard battle rifles for the Red Army, deriving from the tried and tested design of the AK-47. In time, our troops will hopefully get their hands on a weapon even more effective than the vaunted Kalishnikov. We can hope. Because goddamn, that would be nice. We're winning in the trans-Ural region. Do we just push? Excellent news! The Rykov Conference has been a splendid affair. The parties invited were cordial and honest, as old enmities were swept beneath the tide of global revolution. The minor disputes that occurred were quickly settled by the conference chairs, and on the whole, the meeting was both productive and enjoyable. If the conference is any indication, it appears that the ideological force of socialism will once again return to the global scene. Let the worldwide enemies of proletariat and popular justice tremble before the awesome power of the allied socialist nations. The international ideal unites the human race. We'll put the tanks in a little bit, so we can start pushing in a bit. Here we go, tank versus tank. Didn't we have another? Our tanks are fucking dying. What? After a long string of actions aimed towards a more internationalist foreign policy, the Soviet Republic of Western Russia has announced that they are holding a multi-day conference featuring representatives from socialist parties and other leftist organizations across the world. The conference featured speakers from nearly 30 different countries, representatives ranging from the American radical leftist activities to the African National Congress representatives to social democratic representatives from Sweden and Finland. The conference concluded with the singing of the international in several languages, as well as a non-binding agreement between several nations to pursue an agenda towards greater cooperation between socialist nations. The international unites the human race. Beautiful. Civil war in Yemen. It's a bit. That's kind of. Yeah. I mean, shit. Nothing there, so we'll hold off from pushing even more forward. We're starting to push in through the Urals a little bit. Yeah, our tanks are dead. Holy shit. That was horrifying. We already lost 87,000 men. Holy crap. And that is not nice at all. Insurrection in Oman. Here we go again. Oh, shit. And again with the fucking black market shit. Oh, poverty relief programs. We'll go ahead and do that. Aftermath of Kalashnikova is an excellent weapon. Created during the turmoils of the 50s, it's easy to maintain and most importantly learn, but no weapon is perfect. The main drawbacks of the AKs of our army is that most of them were produced by a myriad of different workshops all around Western Russia. A comprehensive small amount of rifles produced in proper facilities of Advensk and Zlatosk, which causes a lot of trouble for maintainability. In order to change that, a new pattern of AK should be created, which would be a standardized rifle for our army. We just need a bit of polish needed. Okay, hold on, never mind that. Fuck, again with the black market. What the fuck? I'm done. I'm done. I thought I got out of my country, but no. Okay, for a free world. The Rykov Conference was a good first step in reestablishing solidarity with fellow socialists from around the world, but we can go even farther. With the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Communist International that had established had fallen into irrelevance, and eventually became defunct altogether. We must rekindle this flame and create a new entity for encouraging global cooperation. A new socialist international has been proposed. Like the Comintern that came before, the Socialintern will enable more effective economic and political cooperation between all the socialist parties of the world. Even in these dark times, the Socialintern shall ensure that the revolution will prevail no matter what the trials lie ahead. Solidarity forever. Oh. Okay, so they put we did a bit of push here. They did a bit of a push there. Kind of balanced out, I guess. Actually, yeah, they're doing some okay pushes, all things considered. Huh. Excuse me. What's their army like? I mean, 61 to... Okay, so they outnumber us. Number one. Okay, I guess we'll do, we'll get working on a whole new army altogether. That, the tank idea was right in theory, but didn't work out in practice. Which is okay, that's gonna happen. Guess better fighters probably be a good idea. Kind of start pushing through as best we can. We'll keep these guys here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now they're working on some pushes. And we're holding out for the most part, it seems. Maybe not so much in the north, but the north isn't that important, all things considered. Oh. There we go. For a free world. We might want to start considering just... Let's slow it down to speed 4. We'll do, the gateway to Europe. Europe lies under a steel wall of fascism, but there are many ways to pierce that barrier if one knows where to look. In particular, our neighbors in Finland provide a convenient avenue for this purpose. Relations have not exactly been warm due to past tensions, but perhaps it's still possible to reach common ground. We'll send a message to Finns with a few polite requests. Firstly, we'll ask for diplomatic recognition to further cement ourselves as the legitimate Russian government. Secondly, access to the ports will be requested. Though we control ports of our own, the fact remains that they are frozen over in the winter months and have no access to the Baltic whatsoever. Land access to Finland's territories would solve the issue quite handily. Move these guys here. And while we can, we might want to try to kill this pocket. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so that paid off fairly well. We're down to 58 divisions. Beautiful. Truly. Good stuff. Okay, what do we need? Anti-tank, we need a lot more of. Okay. Kind of holding out okay in the southern bit. We'll do a counterattack, try to push these guys, try to take Chelyabinsk. Ooh! Sweden accepts Socialist associate status. Receive news that the ruling party of Sweden has agreed to join the Socialist International as a member. Their presence as observers on the organization meetings will allow them to gauge our process, and perhaps the closer ties between our nations will lead to their growth into full membership. Guinea, Zambia, beautiful. Wallofia, Pakistan. Well, this is great. Bolivia. Belize. The winds have changed, the basic forces of economics, and the inevitable victory of social revolution cannot be rushed. Attempting to bring about a final victory before its time will only delay the triumph, as the Bukharinas learn to their sorrow. Therefore, although it is saddening that they have not considered themselves worth of full membership, the application of Far Eastern Soviet Socialist Republic to join the Socialist as an associate nation still cause for celebration. We now must determine whether they are worthy of this honor, or if their form of socialism is insufficient for the needs of global proletariat. And we will gladly accept. I mean, if there's one thing, that, leftist movements, we need to work, we as, good communists as of now, and we need to work on unity. So we'll take it, Our troops are starting to kind of die, which is not good. Okay, do some counterattacks here. Start making gains in their south. Or don't, that's okay. Keep pushing the best we can. God damn it. Can we please? Okay, today in a joint statement between several socialist nations, the formation of a new socialist international, or Socialist, was announced. According to these statements, the Socialist is a body composed of socialist parties from the world over, representing a diversity of strains of leftist thoughts, from Russian-style Marxist-Leninism to Marxist social democracy. The organization, headquartered in the Soviet Republic of Western Russia, claims to have the objective of facilitating cooperation between socialist parties, ensuring global support of left-wing movements, and providing cooperative defense for socialist nations around the world. Despite the bold claims, it remains unseen whether the actual material of achievements of the Socialist will be. Step forward to the new world. We're making minor pushes here and there, which is good. I don't get the effects from civilian austerity. That's probably good. I'm not even gonna worry about the black market at this point, honestly. I'm gonna push into here. Is the toast? Let's approach free Norway. It would appear that the iron grip that Nazi Germany has over Europe is not as tight as it seems. Norway was once ruled by an oppressive Nazi colonial government, their freedoms cruelly denied by the Germans in their quest for total domination over their neighbors. Miraculously, the situation made a dramatic reversal. The Norwegians have finally thrown off their shackles and removed the Nazi regime from power, establishing an independent government at its place. They are surrounded on nearly all sides by fascist influence, will need all the help they can get. We shall send a delegation to Free Norway, offering military assistance in exchange for recognizing our government as a legitimate successor to the Soviet Union. I mean, works for me. Ah. Okay, we'll stop attacking, let these guys waste their energy. Since the creation of Socialist International, work has been going on to prepare a great assembly. Their representatives of the World Socialist Parties would be able to gather to discuss issues, propose various motions. Today the work is complete and the assembly is ready. Members of the Socialist will be able to propose motions and vote on them through a secret ballot. The addition of the assembly to the organization's charter will no doubt prove to be an important tool in the struggle to advance socialism internationally. Glorious day for the worker. Ooh, okay. So we can offer membership. Let's offer membership to Cuba. And Vietnam. Ooh. I don't know why you guys are attacking. That's a horrible fucking idea. You guys need to stay on the defense. Move in a bit more if we can. President of Ho Chi Minh. Feels bad. It really does. Vietnam has accepted associate status, and Cuba accepts membership. Beautiful. Okay, moving into Chelyabinsk. We got the Ural automotive plant captured. Probably a nice little benefit for now. It says we're actually going to attack, so we'll kind of start doing that then. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to, you know, table the turns, you know? Could do a mutual non-aggression pact. Shit. So far we're good. Not worried about too much else. Ooh, okay. It's time for the Socialist to consider a new proposal. One of the nations has proposed a neutral non-aggression pact between the Socialist nations. They argue that the first revolution must not fall to infighting, that this pact is a first step towards making a Socialist a viable force within global politics. Of course, not everyone agrees, and some claim this would be both a waste of time, that this pact would unfairly restrict the sovereignty of member nations. Hey, I'll approve it. I think that's a good idea. A great idea, even. Approve the motion for a non-aggression pact. You got the arms plant captured. Beautiful. Can we move it? Okay. And then proposal for mutual non-aggression pact between all Socialist members has received a reach for General Assembly. Debates merely have been revived, attempting to sway votes to decide at the 11th hour. The proponents of the motion claim there is no valid reason to oppose such a moment, claiming that only traitors to the revolution would refuse to sign such a thing. The opponents claim that it's not for the Socialist to determine such matters, that should be up to individual members to determine their own diplomacy. Eventually, debates and arguments end, and vote can finally occur. Now it's time for the decision made. Do we vote in favor, against, or abstain? I'll vote in favor. Vote in favor again. Sverdlovsk has been taken. We're in, boys. Some better anti-tank equipment. God knows we're gonna need it. What else? Get working on a even better anti-tank. We're already doing a good job working on knocking them out. Yeah, black market. I don't fucking care about the black market anymore. Okay. Approach Free Norway. Let's do this Swedish diplomatic mission. Sweden is one of the few European nations that has yet to fall under the sinister influence of Nazism, retaining its status as a fully independent democracy. Their neutrality during the Second World War may have been seen by some as cowardice, but in the end it meant the complete preservation of our sovereignty. Diplomacy with the Swedes is paramount to our goals of establishing international relations, especially when one considers their proximity. A fully fledged diplomatic delegation is to be sent to Stockholm with the goal of requesting their diplomatic recognition. Should they accept, they will be one step closer to establishing our government as a legitimate entity. Makes sense to me. So we'll success with Norway. The Norwegian government has accepted our overtures for cooperation and has officially recognized our government as a legitimate successor of the Union, the rightful government of Russia. Already our diplomatic teams are preparing to establish an embassy in Oslo, and our government is reaping the benefits of diplomatic recognition. Beautiful. So we'll take Nizhny Tagil coming up in a bit. And I doubt they have... Gotta keep taking a few victory points. We're making a push through in the south, which is very nice. We were stagnating a bit. I was worried that, you know, the fighting might go long enough that there might be some mass mutinies, if you catch my drift. But that was not the case. That was not necessary. So, here we are. Keep pushing on. Beautifully so, I think, honestly. God, it feels good to be a goddamn communist right now. Am I right, guys? Anyone in the comment section agree? About to take Kurgan. That's another 3 victory points right there. We are out of manpower. Holy shit. That's a bit of a problem. Oh boy, yeah, that is a big problem. I just noticed that. Fuck. Okay, maybe developing, you know, a full fucking army at a time. Not a good idea. I'll just cancel all these guys, honestly. We don't even need them too badly at this point. Order established in Egypt. Take team, and that's another 15 points. That might... It's probably not going to be quite enough, but we'll get closer to the next victory point being enough. Kind of a stupid sentence, but you know, you guys know what I mean. Anti-air, engineering, industry. We'll do some better industry stuff. Your bit. Okay, we overran a division. Very nice. Okay, yeah, we're getting... Swedish Black mission is done. What even is there left to do? Doctrinal refinement. The needs of a modern battlefield change at the blink of an eye, and if one is not careful, they can soon find themselves falling behind the curve sooner than they'd think. Despite our best efforts, however, the doctrines in use by the Red Army are still hopelessly trapped in the past. Excuse me. If action is not taken soon, our enemies would surely run circles around us. The time has come to analyze our strategies and refine them to be more suitable for contemporary conflict. Not only must we bring the Red Army up to modern standards, but we must also keep a sharp eye towards the doctrines of the future. After all, working to maintain a clear advantage over our potential foes is paramount to achieving victory. Okay, we're about to take Tiumen. Lenin's body captured. Okay, so we have some new decisions. Preserve the revolutionary. Get some PP game. We'll go and preserve the revolutionary. You move there, and then you move into Ishim. Gorsk. Okay, we're pushing back more or less out of the territory that they took. We'll move into Isikul. Honestly, if this isn't enough, I mean, it's another 3 points. It's not too much, I guess, but it might just be enough. I'll move in here, take this little fortification. That is enough, guys. War is hell. As our men sweep over the Arctic plains, the infamously dreadful Rakuta gulags have come under administration. The dark complex of watchtowers, gloomy barracks, and labor camps strikes a trembling fear in these icy wastes. The unbelievable torture of this natural prison serves as a reminder of the weakness of men. The enemy's men lie scattered across the courtyard, buried in debris and torn to pieces by machine gun fire. Blood flesh had painted on dark brick walls. The smell of gunpowder was thick, and the silence of after battle was deafening. We were in a place of immense suffering, and whilst many of our men broke down to scurry in and rummage for loot, others lowered their weapons to gaze at the daunting sight that dwarfed them. For gulags largely preserved from the war, however, this does pose a question. Are we to close down the site forever and let it remain as a relic of barbarous past, or must we plunge our hands into the dirty realities of war so that much may live on? Never again. Not like this. There we go. Well, I don't really care about this stuff. So we might as well... Actually, we'll wait a little bit for Russian reunification, I suppose. What can we promote this guy to? Infantry expert? That works. And then Mikhail can get a promotion. Infantry expert as well. We'll do it. Can we get something for Valentin? We'll go ahead. We'll do organization first. And that's really it for him for now. Front line. It's kind of split that up. So it's like there and there. Roughly even. We'll see what happens with Central Siberia. Get some more motorized going, I guess. No available template, basic IFVs. Available planes and reserves. Move all these guys over here. Well, that's a big fucking... We'll have them deploy for Northern Siberia. And, shit, so far so good. So we'll do... Should we just do it now? This would be a heck of a way to end the video. I mean, I'm not too worried about these air bases. I think we'll do it now. The Russian Soviet Republic. Look at that flag. Are we going to get the event? Yep, not yet. Let's do a walk through Omsk. Despite the odds, we managed to liberate West Russia and West Siberia, where people cheer in the streets, for they know that freedom and prosperity is at hand. While we undoubtedly have work to do in order to ensure that West Siberia is fully integrated into our government, it seems that the sun shines on Bukharina's ideals. We must not falter now, for we must continue on towards utopia. So it looks like we have 16-day focuses for here. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to call it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you as always for watching. However, if you like this video, go and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. We're training these guys right now. This will be better. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I have uploads going every weekday, so every Saturday. If you have any comments, feedback, concerns, anything of the sort, that's what I was kind of getting at. Go and leave in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get and appreciate any and all feedback you kind folks might have for me. If you want to send a few bucks my way, I have a Patreon down link below. You can check that out. If you want to chat or play games, I have a Discord. And if you want to, you know, I don't know, watch me do this sort of stuff live, perhaps, I have a Twitch down link below. All of which are down, all those links, if you can catch it, down in the description box below. And yeah, thank you as always for watching, ladies and gentlemen. My name has been DB333. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.